when they hear Sandstorm and Sir Big Spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the...
Open runway ahead. The 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he's going to go up top. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He wants to throw here on second down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get it.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Bringing it back, it's Bennett. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Gamecock fans thoroughly enjoyed a beatdown of Clemson the last time these two met.
And that really was a shocker, not just for fans in the state, but fans around the country watching South Carolina just bring the heat to Clemson last year.
Yeah, and getting a big win.
Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and he just didn't have it there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Quick strike complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He's off to the races. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback is able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Moves away as he feels pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Pulls it in on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Clemson jumps to the line. He is flat slinging it. Tigers hope they can put together an offense like that Deshaun Watson-led group in 2015 that went for over 5,000 yards.
Yeah, and he was so hard to stick out. He was fun to watch, and you watch him scramble around, make plays with his legs. And this offense, it's kind of evolved over the years, and they've changed, but it's pretty much the same. They're going to feature their quarterback. They're going to throw the football, and he's usually a dang stud.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
South Carolina, 17. Clemson, 7.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this?
He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six.
South Carolina, 17.
Bringing it back. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. He did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He makes the connection. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He's got it. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They'll go right back to him. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running into great push up front.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Scrambling away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The throw to the outside is complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Not just do you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. Doesn't get better than that.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He chucks one out to the right.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Clemson looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires on the move. And the pass hits, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. He'll bring it back. It's Brown. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jeff. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. He wants to throw. He's going for the big play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
He's going to pass on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Gonna let it fly. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Clemson! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much
He lets it fly. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll throw it on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
He'll try to do it himself. Get all you can, then get down with the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs. They'll keep it on the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's strong. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Buys a little extra time. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Back to the air one more time. The quick out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Got his man quickly. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and that's a great job. You know, third and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the foot.
Touchdown, Clemson! And the pummeling has started. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the Clemson offense will take over 1st and 10.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
The sure hands, it's strong. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. First down to start the drive after the break. The run from the shotgun. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
At the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick pass on the jet motion. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job of finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll touchdown Clemson, and the beatdown has ensued.
Clemson, number 17, with the carry.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Clemson, 63, South Carolina, 24.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Line gets set, first down. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Dropping back, it's Sellers. He'll take the deep shot. And he's thrown another interception. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again.
Green 25.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, it will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the quick shuffle pass.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
The give to the back. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up